Welcome friends, today we will see about Seagate LM Rosewood ROM detail. Seagate ROM RAP, SAP, CAP, head depop, lock, unlock, virtual. Some basic ideas about the ROM we will explain today about the Seagate. So what is there in the Seagate ROM and what we have to do in through the MRT. So welcome to Intersoft Data Recovery and Training. For course detail and demo video you can contact us. So this is we will show you on MRT. We have an MRT here. We are showing this hard disk Seagate. It's come with the USB case like this. This hard disk it's come like this. So you can see here these type of hard disks are coming inside. In this hard disk there is a mostly more problem, partial access and not initialize, clicking voice and all those things. So we have connected this hard disk on port 2. You can see port 1 we have connected the hard disk on the port 1. So this we have connected in port 1. Now we power on the hard disk. See, when we power on, it's come to busy, and after busy it's come to DRD-DSC. If it is as a normal USB unlock PCB, unlock ROM, then DRD-DSC will come. But if you lock to unlock, then DRD-DSC will not come. It continues busy will be there. Now DRD-DSC coming. We select auto select. If hard disk is running okay, there is no problem, then the model is automatically select. We double click here or we run this utility. It will open me the select a family here. So we automatically detect the family. If sometime it not detect it automatic family and no model number come, then we can go to boot code and see the family if you not remember about the family. So we go to A5 chip light families. Then we go here. You can see it's automatically create the path and folder for the hard disk which we have connected. Now you can see here it's not reading any model, ROM, RAM or any service area. Because this is your new hard disk and it is lock. We can see again, we can go back and again we can go ahead. I will show you in the menu what is a lock. So we go back again, we power on, we connect to utility. Then here is a selection is coming. See, so older hard disk there is a no lock, no need to unlock. There is no lock, so no need to unlock. Older hard disk, older family. These are the family ID. This family name. This is family type. That is a Barracuda, Momentum. These old hard disks are there, and these are the bottom are the new hard disks. So all the new hard disks that is coming LM, DM, VM and all those series hard disks, they are locked. So to run the firmware, to use the firmware, to run the firmware or to use the firmware, we require to unlock. So first process we have to unlock. Second option, there are some patches. We have to make a LED error, then we have to make a patch. So for patches also virtual environment is running on these models families. Our family, what is our hard disk family is A5. This is our hard disk families. So it required to work on the firmware, we require to unlock, and we can run the function that is a virtual environment. And there is no cut head options. Cut head option in some hard disk only they have cut head options for repair purpose. But in a new hard disk there is no option of cut head. So this family hard disk supported to, first we have to run, we have to back up the modules and we have to repair the modules. For that we have to unlock it. And another is virtual. This is the basic. From here also I can power switch. I can select the serial port. From here I can select which port I have connected. I think I have connected on code set, so I can select here also. And I can open the terminal from here also. Okay, then I will power switch. When I power off, then here the status is coming. See, from here also we can check, no problem. Okay, HDD exchange command. If you want to run the exchange command, if you have make a unlock, then first we have to run the exchange command. So this is your exchange command. Then auto identification. See, I already auto identified A5 family, and here model come. I will go here. It will check. If I want to give me special name, I can give the special name like that, or customer name, whatever you want to give the name, you can give the additional name. So he will create all the backup on these folders name, on these families. So this is your family path, E, user data, Seagate, F3, ARC, chip light, like that. Okay, and I have created OK, or I can give the customer invert numbers or customer name, and OK firmware, so it means OK firmware I can put. Okay, I good. Okay, now you can see the when we start the like a WD also they have put a ROM lock in charger, Palmer, Sparkle, some families. Here also they have put the lock systems. So MRT and other firmware repair tools, they have an option to temporary unlock. That unlock patch they are making in the ROM, so he can access the firmware. So this is your to unlock, to read this firmware. See, it's not reading. If I go to backup all resources, it will not give me only some modules backup, and it will not read. See, there is already ROM backup already he has done, but others backup he is not doing because he cannot read the firmware ROM and anything. So to backup first important modules, we have already explained in the LM series. If you have partial access, which importance modules are there, we have list in our books. So that are the important module first we have to backup, but we will backup all the modules. To unlock, to backup modules, we have to go on unlock. First we will go the firmware unlock. You can see here the firmware unlock. To unlock patch firmware, we will go in the firmware unlock, and his speed is normal. We go here, and first it will go to boot mode. If you want to do the work on ROM, we have to go to boot code. Then he will first read the ROM. He will make a backup of ROM. So first he will go to boot code. Here in the ROM there is a two type of edit ROM. Here if we go and edit ROM, it will be boot code or normal. Normal will not work. It has to be go in boot code, then only it will work. So it reading the first ROM. Then he make a patch. Then again he will write the program the ROM automatically. One, this is automatically unlock patch he is making. Otherwise we can do manually also, but this is automatically option is there, that is a firmware unlock. Okay. After later we will see edit ROM file. This is your firmware unlock. Okay, complete fast writing flash ROM success to unlock. It has already success. After unlock successfully, he is running the extend command. You can see here run the extend command. Okay. So now he has extend command. Acha, before unlocking, if we run any command here, it will give me the error of a diagnosed lock. It will not accept any command. Now it will maybe accept any command. See, now it is accepting command. Before this locking, it will not accept any terminal command. So we have to unlock. To repair the hard disk, we have to unlock the ROM. Now it has been used. Okay. Now I will go to lock, and I have to make a first read all the utilities. So I will go to basic state. I will reload the module, DT, RAM and system file in the ROM. So it will reload. See, now it's reloading module, and I will read the serial ports. I will read the system file also. Okay. After reloading all this, then I will backup all this module. If you don't want to backup all, then only important modules you can backup, no problem. So I will go here, tools, backup and restored, and hard disk resources backup. I select all the ROM, module, system, DT, all the backup I am making for further use. If I already have a ROM backup, so I will skip the ROM. Whatever the file it is there, it will skip. Because already I think I have make a backup of this file before, so it is coming like this. See, I already backup here on date 28/3. 28/3 we have backup two type. These and these two type backup we have 28/3. So we already have a backup. Okay, so it is keeping. If you don't have a backup, you can make a backup, no problem. After this backup, okay, today our chapter is for the only ROM. So we will go here the ROM. See, we have a make a lock here, lock to unlock, then only it can access me the firmware here, one option. Okay, and terminal command will run, whatever the terminal command you want to run, you can run terminal command here also. Whatever the terminal command you want to run, now it will be run. Before that it will not run. If it is locked, then the terminal command not run. In repairing of the partial access, we cannot do access here. Okay, now we will go again on a ROM, edit ROM. We will go in boot code again. See, when it is now on the power mode, that is a user ROM and service area access in. If we go in boot code, then it will be power cut here. See, when go OK, now you can see the BZ is gone, and DRDDSC means it is only PCB is accepting. PCB getting the power, and our service area user area is closed. So it's reading the ROM here. It's reading the ROM file here. After reading file, here are some changes. See, you can see here are some options. So we will see here what are the options are there and what we can do. First of all, whatever the RAM we read, this ROM we have read. Now sometime what happen, users write some other ROM files also. So we will just check this serial number of the hard disk. Here serial number and hard disk both to be matched. So that we have to match hard disk serial number and this serial number is same, then only the original ROM is there. Sometime what happens, some repairing persons, they change the PCB and send it. When we read the ROM, it shows different serial number, so it will not work. Some problems are there. So first we have to see the serial number. We can find here serial number also. If you control F, if you press the control F, give me the text here, and I can find here where is the location. It will be something 80030. Yeah, here is your serial number. This we are watching about the whole ROM. Whole ROM. If you want to see only CAP, RAP and SAP, there are the 3 sections in a ROM. 3 sections in a ROM. What is section? One is an RAP, one is a CAP, and one is an SAP. Okay, the Seagate Rom located in PCB. ROM can be divided into many segments, which each segment storing data of different application, standard segments, and so and so. Okay, so there are normally 3 basic files, that is a read and write adaptive parameters. Read and write adaptive parameters, that is a zone table, RAP head, user area, system area, talks, and all those things are there. And one is a CAP, that is a controller adaptive parameters, that is a model, serial number, capacities, and all those things in CAP. Read write, that is an reading and writing the data, that is zone table, RAP head, user area, and all those things, that is a read and write adaptive parameters. Okay, controller means what is a management, that is a model number, serial number, that is in CAP. And servo means motor, servo is motor. The servo adaptive parameter, that is a service area, location, address, serial number, editing head, these are the servo. One more, some more are there, interface adaptive parameters, control firmware, servo firmware, cell, SIM, these all are options in RAM also, but mainly there is a RAP, CAP and SAP. So these functions are in our ROM. So here you can see, if I want to see edit CAP, control adaptive, it will open me. See, control adaptive is a serial number here. Some other functions are there and all those things, date, time. See, here is the date. Manufacture date 09032018. So these all are here. That is one persons, that is a CAP. Read and write adaptive parameters, that is an RAP are here. This is your RAP end. You cannot see the normal. When we connect with any device, then the RAP functions are there, and that is a servo adaptive parameters. In a servo also there is a serial number, see, and others options are there. So this is servo adaptive parameters, the 3 different parameters. Sometime we have to change for edit ROM. Edit ROM is means from top to bottom, very big ROMs. Okay, that is 1024 I think. Edit CAP is very less. See, SAP, there is also some size are there, they are fixed. So we normally see edit ROM, that is from 1024 size. The first function is edit ROM. Here we will go if it is close. Open file. If you want to open the file from our desktop, we have already saved. From there also we can load it. If you want to open file from there also, we can open it. After changes, whatever we change, if you want to write on the hard disk, that is write to disk. A temporary whatever adaptive data is there, if you want to write on that RAM temporary, we can write it here. And whatever we have changed, if you want to save the computer, I can change name and change the ROM. Where it is there. This is refresh. If you change something, like if you done something, fills with 00, and if you forget, then we have to refresh. So what happen? It will refresh from the original hard disk ROM file. It will be again come. Okay. Check selection. If you want to check some particular, check all hard disk data we want to check, I can check. I can add column, I can reduce column like this. Okay. Now this is edit ROM, edit CAP, RAP and SAP. Depend on you, you can check first. Second option is edit head map. Sometime what happen, there is 4 head. In that 0 is bottom, 1 is top, 2 and 3. I will show you here. See, we have a 4 head 00, 01, 02, 03. If due to third head, in one case we have done like this only. The customers bring the hard disk and it is same hard disk LM Rosewood, and there is clicking, not clicking sound, but the servo error is there. In that condition, we will have to find out which head is damaged. So manually we have to disable this head. Like this we have to disable 2 and 3. Then we will check. So what happened in that one customer from Hyderabad, he has the same case. On remote we have changed like this. So we can change like this. If due to one head, other whole hard disk is not working. So we have to disable particular head, and then we have to write. See, if I change like this, you can check here. It is already changed. Then we have to write on the hard disk. Write to hard disk. So it will write to hard disk again. We can write from here. Then whatever we have changed, it will write to hard disk. So if you want to check which head is damaged, in that condition we have to use this condition. So whatever disable we want to disable the head, we can disable here like this, and then we will write. Then we will check the hard disk is coming in detection. What happen in this condition? Our data will come approximately. See, there is a 4 head and 1 head is damaged. The 75% is data recovered, and for this data, if you want this data, then you have to replace the head. So for if customer get the data in this 75%, then okay, he will not pass the head charge, because head charge is very high. So this is our condition of logical head map changing. Okay, next. So ROM logical head, we can change whatever we want to change. We put OK, then we will write. So that head will disable, and that data when we make an image, in that condition we have to disable the third head. Whatever head we do here, we can disable the head. Now I am putting 2 here 03. Okay, one thing. So this is second option, physical head. It will not work, but logical head is work here. Physical head only work in some model. That is a head map. Next, edit head DD-ID. Head DD-ID means hard disk model number, serial number. If you want to change in CAP, that is coming in CAP. If I want to change the serial number, I can change here. Whatever the serial number I want to change. PCBA serial number, date of manufacture is coming from this CAP, control adaptive parameters. Capacity also coming from there. If you want to change, we can change here. That is in CAP. Okay. Edit head DD-ID comes through the CAP, control adaptive parameters. And servo adaptive parameters, if you want to change the maximum head, pro mode, families, we can change here. That is no need. Okay, next. This is Seagate changing ROM auxiliary. This is important for the physical case. Physical case means if some ROM is damaged, or if we change the patient to donor ROM, if we change the ROM, in that conditions, when there is not head is not reading properly, then we have to do this changing. When the failure hard disk cannot be done any operation, okay. When faulted hard disk cannot done any operation, the tool can lead user generate a new ROM that can adopt like this pura. So that is a step that we will show in another video. In that we have to change the header, and this is our important. So this is a patch. What we have to make a patch in the ROM. If smart fail error come, we just click this patch. So he will changes in the ROM. Then we have to write this ROM. So if smart error, or sometimes no host, in some families no host error, then this is a patch we have to make. And modify hard disk model. If you want to change the model model number and something, we can change the model also. That is a patch. Just now we have unlock. Okay, if you want to make a patch in ROM about unlock, or delete the unlock code, now we have unlock it. If I go here delete firmware unlock, then he will make a changes in this ROM about succeeded in deleting firmware unlock patch. See, now if I write, then what happen? Hard disk become it is now unlock. When delete the unlock patch, then it will become a lock. So now then it will become a lock. See, we will see. We will write the file, it will write me, then it becomes a unlock. So these are the firmware lock, delete firmware unlock. This is virtual start, what I says, or delete virtual start code. If I want to make a patch, no host FIS ready and some errors are there, we will go and virtual start, and then we will delete the virtual start code. Like that we can do the patch here also. Okay. See, the ROM is written and we have deleted the firmware unlock code. So now hard disk become lock. Okay, success to run. We go back, we power off, then power on. We wait here. It will run some process. We go to here patch. The patch is come. If I go /C and Q, it is giving me error. See, you can see. Okay, 1 minute, I am making a font size high. Okay, now you can see no command is running. Whatever command I run, it will not run because it gives me the port lock, because now hard disk become a lock. To unlock this hard disk, see, if I go here again, re-identify, reload, it will give me error. It will give me error. Why? Because hard disk come to lock hard disk. So lock hard disk cannot access the firmware, anything it will not access, because it is giving me a diagnosis port error. In this condition, what we have to do? We have to again unlock. So we go here, already we have a ROM read. We go to patch and see firmware unlock patch. Okay, firmware unlock patch. Then we again write. When we put the write, it will come to boot code again. See, it will go to boot code. The speed is normal default. We will put OK. Then he will again write the ROM, which is now unlock. See, when we run any command, it give me error like this. Now it's again writing the ROM. Then we power on. Then we come to normal mode. Then it will be busy. See, remember this hard disk. This hard disk has a more problem in the ROM, so we have to do the adjustment and all those things in the ROM. See, success to write. Now it has been written. Now it is in boot code, so I have to power off. To take effect of the ROM, we have to power on again. You can see here, busy, busy, and this come. Normally, if you do a lock to unlock patch, it will go to MRT. If you do an MRT, it will be MRT. If PC 3000, some another code, and DFL another code. So wherever you have unlocked that original ROM, we require to remove the patch of unlock. So see, this come and hard disk continues go to busy. To access the terminal, we have to make here is an action command. See, when we put the action command, it come to terminal, and then we patch here the terminal mode, it will come here. Now you can see we can run the command here /cq or any command we can run. Now its port is locked, and here we can read the ROM modules and everything we can read, no problem. So what is the difference between the lock and unlock ROM, you have to understand. Okay, so this is all about the ROM. Again we go in the ROM. Here is a patch, see, firmware unlock, delete firmware unlock, and this is your virtual start. What is a virtual start? In a virtual environment, you have to make a patch of these things. If you have a busy error, a serial port lock, or DWF error, that in the ROM we have to make a patch of these also, that if LED BD error is coming, and if you make a patch, sometime this LMDM series hard disk will work. So there is a process. First we have to create the virtual boot, then write virtual boot, then power switch, action command again, because it is unlocked, so we have to run the action command. Then virtual start 3D or LED, we have to firmware, we have to upload LED file or preparation. LED it is this firmware. Okay, so we can download virtual boot resources, then we have to select the patch, and then this is the process virtual. In these separate videos we have a virtual environment. We will make virtual environment separate on one case, so then you will understand. So these all are the ROM options. Okay. This is some, in some families this has to be SSHD, no flash, and these are the there. And this is your ROM adaptive, read bytecode, write RAM, read flash ROM, read and write flash ROM, like this we can do it here. So this is your ROM options. Okay, so we have explained the ROM, RAP, CAP, SAP. This is only the ROM, how to lock, how to unlock, how to make the virtual patches. These are the patches. This is a Seagate Rom changes. Edit ROM info if you want to change the ROM info. These are the basic concept. It is in these options. Okay. Here you can see the preamp value also, but this is some old version. If you have a latest version, okay, 218 something is there. If you have, in that you can now see the preamp value also. Here the preamp value also is coming. So this is your normal ROM section. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. And next videos is virtual and some